How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Series 9, Week 3, Winter on Forza Horizon 5. This is going to be a walkthrough of all the daily challenges on the festival playlist. Starting out, we have Thursday, Flying Colors. Earn 6 stars at Danger Signs in any car from the 1970s. I chose to go with the 1971 Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR since we have to use it later on in the week. This tune is geared more towards speed. As long as you take that corner right there, you should easily be able to 3-star this particular danger sign.
You've arrived at your destination.
The 3-star goal on that is 600 feet. I'll have the share code in the description. Next we have Friday, City Speedway. Take a photo at the Calle Principal Speed Trap in Guanajuato. You can do this with any car. I went ahead and chose the Toyota Supra RZ from 1998 since we do have to use that later on in the week. You just have to make sure you get the speed traps themselves in the picture and take a picture. Nice and simple. Up next we have Saturday, Race Day. Win a road race in the 2017 Acura NSX. Again, the share code for this is going to be in the description, as well as the share code for that event lab right there. It's just a quick and easy one-lap circuit of the Chihuahua Circuit, the smallest circuit in the game. I went with a grit build for this since this is just a small circuit. While we're in this race right here, please don't forget to drop a like on the video if it helped you out, and subscribe with notifications on if you want to see more content like this. I do seasonal PR stunt guides, which go live 30 minutes prior to season changeover each week, and I'm also working on PR stunt guides for all PR stunts in the game, which will include the expansions as well. Up next we have Sunday, Legend of Speed. Earn 9 stars at speed traps in the 1971 Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. The share code for this vehicle will be in the description of this video. And this speed trap is one of the easiest. You can do it at any speed trap. I just chose this because it has a really low requirement for what you have to get for speed. And this car is definitely able to do it. 3-star goal is 140 miles per hour. Up next we have Monday, Cruise Boulevard. Maintain a speed of 200 miles per hour or 321.9 kilometers per hour for 10 seconds in the 1998 Supra RZ. The share code for this will be in the description below. This is a rear-wheel drive power build. Once you get into 3rd gear, it grips up really well. I just went ahead and sent it all the way down the highway here. You don't need anywhere near this long to get 10 seconds at 200 miles an hour.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
And for good measure, we throw it off the danger sign at the end of the highway. I never expected to land that. Next we have Tuesday, Tour Guide. Complete a Horizon Tour. Now, if you're new to Forza Horizon 5, you may not know how to do this, so I go ahead and give a guide on how to do it here. I do skip a lot of the action, so if you would like me to post a full guide, just post in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to. Basically, you go to this location. If you don't have this location unlocked you have to progress more through the campaign to get this section unlocked. You look at the restriction. In this case, it is S1 class modern muscle in dirt racing. And the vehicle I was actually looking for is the 2018 Mustang GT, which is a really good S1 dirt car. Unfortunately, I still have my A-Class tune for the trial on this car, as you see right there. This was a trial car for last week, a couple of weeks ago. So we had to skip this, and to skip it, you basically just go into the festival site and wait for the timer to run out. This next one we have is A-Class Vans and Utility. You just filter by car type and see if you have a car for it, basically. Now, if you have more than about 100 seconds remaining on the timer, you can put a tune on the car. If you have a slower system, maybe you don't have as fast loading times, it's not as easy. But you just get in the car and wait for this to pop up on your screen. And we're going to do the Horizon Tour. Now in the Horizon Tour, you go in with up to 5 fellow drivers, and you race against average difficulty drivatars. The number one thing to remember while racing, try to get a tuned vehicle when going in. You can technically win it with stock cars, but for something like this that's cross-country, you definitely want to tune. And once you get past the drivatars, just do your best not to mess up your teammates. As you can see here, I slow down so I don't mess this guy up. And just follow behind them until either they speed up or they make a mistake and you can pass them. This is a really good way to learn all of the tracks in the game without any real pressure. It is a bit tedious though, because of what we're about to show next. Now between each event, you get to drive to the next event. This is why it's called the Horizon Tour, because you're touring across Mexico between races. It's not really a race to get to the next destination, but if you're doing this trying to go fast, the faster you get to the destination, the faster the next one will occur. There's a total of 3 races that you do, and in between each race, there's a somewhat sort of race to the next race. It's very similar to ranked online racing, or even unranked online racing in Forza Horizon 4 if you played that, except there's not really any stakes. It's not really a race between you. It's a race between you and the drivatars. There's a lot of accolades you can get completed by doing these, so anytime you see it in the festival playlist, or if you just want to do this when it's not in the festival playlist, just to learn tracks better, do try to look at what your accolades are to try to pick a car that will get you an accolade for completing each race. Between each races, you can even have fun. I like to call it eliminator practice sometime because there's not really any stakes when you do it here. You can go straight to the checkpoint. Thought that horn was pretty funny. Sometimes bumping into your teammates is unavoidable. Whatever it happens, if you have the correct Forza link, you can say sorry, or you can just back off and wait for them to take a bad line so you can pass them. I've seen some Horizon Tours get really dirty racing, and I don't truly understand it. There's not really any stakes when it's just Horizon Tour, unless you're in with your friends and you're trying to show off, but for the most part, it's just a calm, relaxing race. You usually don't have to worry about the Dravatars. And that was a Horizon Tour. It does take quite a bit. I would not recommend going into any D-class Horizon Tours, because they do take forever. Horizon Tours happen every 2 minutes. Next is Wednesday. Spiky. Earn 10 smack disc skills. Now, I actually have an event lab for skill point off-road drifting. The share code for this event and for this vehicle right here, the 1968 Hoonigan V2, are both going to be in the description. And I also have a secondary car that's not an exclusive. It's the Hoonicorn V1. This is not what this blueprint was intended for, but I did make a wall of cacti right here, as you can see. So if you skip to this part, drive through, get the cacti, and wait for your skill chain to bank back and forth, you're going to earn 10 smack the skills really easily. You can also do this in this area without this event quite easily. Just make sure you bank your skill chain. Otherwise, it takes quite a while for you to bank another smack the skill. This event lab right here was made because I like to drift around off-road in this section and hit cacti and get drift skills and wreckage skills. I added a few things here and there, but for the most part it's just a way, because when you're in an event you get twice as much XP for doing this stuff. And that was the entire week. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.